7th grade, and my favorite thing that I have done on this extended break is play outside. And my question for you is, what does it really mean to do a quiet time? Why does God want us to do a quiet time and take the time to read the Bible every morning?
Emily, that is a fantastic question. It is absolutely vital for us to understand what is a quiet time and why is it important to God. Man, here's what a quiet time is. It is time alone with God in His Word and in prayer. Now, what do you do during a quiet time? Well, you talk to God and you listen to God through prayer and by reading the Bible. And a lot of times when you hear from God, whether in His Word or through prayer, it's important that you journal that you write that down in a journal that you have. And if you need one of those, we'll provide one for you. But then it's also important that not only do you talk to God, not only do you listen to God, but you prepare to be used by God. When you're praying, when you are reading God's Word, you need to be looking for, how can I apply this to my life today? Because God's Word is there to change you, and God longs to use you on a daily basis. So how long does this quiet time have to be? It's just got to be a period of time. If you're just starting out, I would encourage you to do 5 to 10 minutes each day, spending time with God. But guess what? I can't pick out when you do it. I can't set aside 10 minutes of your day to do that. You have to set aside time for God. A lot of people like to say, hey, I'm too busy. I don't have enough time to do my quiet time. But let me tell you this, you have enough time for anything that you consider important. And if God's important to you, then you have enough time. Now finally, when is the best time to do it? Well, a lot of times you see in the Bible that usually it happened in the morning. That's when Jesus did his. And Psalm chapter 143 verse 8 says this, "Let the morning bring me word of your unfailing love, for I have put my trust in you. Show me the way I should go, for to you I lift up my soul." And what's pretty cool about doing our devotion in the morning is that it prepares us for the day ahead. And it reminds us, hey, we need to be applying God's Word to our life. And so it brings us to the next question. Why is a quiet time so important? Well, a quiet time is important to God and it's important to us. Number one, it's important to God because He created us for fellowship. And He wants a relationship with us. And when we spend time with God and when we communicate with God, it brings Him honor and glory. But also, why is it important to us? Well, He created us for fellowship. There's a need, a desire in us to fellowship with God. But also, it is the key to our success. Let's check out Joshua chapter 1, verse 8. "Keep this book of the law always on your lips. Meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to do everything within it. Then you will be prosperous and successful." That's exactly what it says. The key to our success is staying in God's Word and letting it guide our day. So now it's time to truthify. Truthify. We have to try to do two things when we come to God's Word in our quiet time. The first one is we need to exercise consistent discipline. That means every day we need to remind ourselves to set aside that time to spend time with God. We have to be consistent, because if we're not consistent, Satan is trying to attack us. And we will forget the things that God has been teaching us. And we will be trying to live according to our own plan instead of God's. But also, we must have a desire and be willing to obey. If we have a desire and are willing to obey, it means we come to our devotion time not just wanting to read the Bible and check off a list, but we want to read the Bible and open up our heart to God, to let Him change us, to let Him convict us. And when we do that, not only will the Bible become alive in us, but we will begin to be used by God.